Hi everyone, this is Fawn coming to you from Napa Acupuncture Practice. We've been having some really hot weather here in Napa. It's been over 100 degrees, and there are some things you can do in traditional Chinese medicine to help cool you down. So I wanted to just talk about them, some foods you can eat, some beverages you can drink, some points that you can push on. So the first thing I want to talk about are teas, things that you can add to water. You don't have to drink it hot. You can drink it room temperature. You can drink it with ice, which isn't really Chinese, but sometimes when it's really hot, it feels good. So the first thing you can add is some cucumber, some slices of cucumber. Cucumber are cooling in Chinese medicine, and it makes it feel good, gives you some trace minerals, some simple sugars, some salt. Another thing is mint. So mint is really a great Chinese herb because it helps to detoxify. So you can use it in summer salads and things like that to help reduce the risk of food poisoning. But you can also add it to teas. You can add it to your regular water that you're drinking to help cool you down in the summer. Another thing I love to do is to make a beverage made with water and watermelon and spinach because they're all cooling foods, but watermelon is actually good to help promote digestion too. So sometimes when you feel like not eating because you're so hot, watermelon is a great choice. Another tea that would be good is chrysanthemum tea. Chrysanthemum is cooling, but it also helps the eyes. So sometimes people will use a compress for your eyes that is soaked in chrysanthemum tea. Another thing is dandelions. So dandelion leaves, dandelion roots are good for helping to detoxify the body. They're good for the liver. Sometimes people use them for allergies, and dandelion itself is cooling too. Elderflower is another one if you can find a tea that has some elderflower in it. In terms of foods, like I talked about, watermelon, spinach, bananas, pears, which I talk about all the time because they help to strengthen the lungs, but they're also moistening for the lungs. So when we're having the dry weather or fires like we have, pears are good. Lime and lemon are also ones that are good because they help to cool down the body, but they're also good for the liver. And remember, the liver is like irritability, stress, frustration, all of that kind of stuff are liver emotions. So if you're feeling any of those, dandelion or lime, lemon, sour foods help to soothe it. And then when we talk about vegetables, there's so many vegetables that are cooling. So any kind of leafy greens are cooling. And because it's summer and it's so hot, it's okay to eat more raw foods as long as your digestion is good and can support digesting raw vegetables. More in the winter and when it's cold, we like you to eat more cooked foods because it makes it more easily digestible. But when it's so hot, our digestion tends to do better with raw vegetables. So salads and things like that. Celery, lettuce, watercress, seaweed, any kind of sprouts would be great. So I hope these tips for food help you out, and beverages too. Make sure to stay hydrated. And another bonus point we can do, the end of the crook of the arm is large intestine 11. And this is a point that if a patient is feeling hot when they're in the acupuncture office, I'll put a needle in there to help them cool down. So this is something you can do for yourself on both sides when you're feeling super hot. So just the end of the lateral crease of your elbow, and just push until it's the dominant sensation, until it feels a little sore, and then you're good to go. So stay cool this summer. Thank you.